Good morning to you. How's the day dawned?
Yeah, good morning. I'm looking forward to today. There's no Group 1 races on the card, but there's plenty of Group 1 horses, and I think we'll see a couple go on to really much bigger and better things. Of course, we get another look at Exceedance, really exciting. We get our first look at Arcadia Queen, coming across from the west. She, of course, is an Everest runner, so she'll be looking for a nice little pipe opener there, and plenty of other interest across the card. So really nice betting day. As you'll see, though, I'm really pinning my hopes to Team Hawk, so hopefully they're set for a big day there at Rosehill.
You like a stable in form, and they seem to be at the moment too. Feature race spread is the Run to the Rose, and it is the 6th of the program. Have a look at the market for this one for you, and Exceedance comes up at 220. Was a really nice pipe opener. Tommy Berry doing the riding for the Hawks team as well, and it sounds like you're with this horse.
Yeah, he's impossible to be against. I think he's the benchmark 3-year-old in the country at the moment. As we can see here, he's just a horse with an amazing turn of foot. It seems no matter how a race is run, he can adapt to that, and he's just got this sizzling closing speed that can get him out of any instance here. I think the market was a little bit against him this day because they just didn't know how he'd go in the heavy. Certainly proved any doubters wrong there. Won really convincingly on the line. His last 600 metres was 3 lengths faster than anything else in the race, even though it was a bit of a sit sprint. And you can see how strong he was across the line. I don't think the dry track plays into Bivouac's hands, because that was the big reason the SP there at $1.30. So Exceedance is clearly a horse to beat. $2.20. He's certainly well found, but even at that price, I think there's a little edge there. I think he's probably a genuine $2 pop, given his strength through the line there and the quality that he's shown in the past.
Who's the danger to him in this one, Brett?
I think it is Bivouac, just on an SP profile, which probably says how much of a stranglehold he has on the race. The runner I really want to look at going forward is Kubrick. He's a horse I've got plenty of time for. He just kind of snuck up on Chris Waller in his first preparation, and he did things that he probably shouldn't be doing there. He ran second in the JJ Atkins at just his third start, and it was a bit of an unconventional prep straight out to the mile after a couple of sprint races, and I love the way he's trialled. He might be the real eye-catcher as we go towards the Golden Rose. I think he's a really nice horse, but this looks Exceedance to lose.
Okay, good. Let's move you forward to the 7th, and obviously we've got New Zealand interest in the Group 2 Neomarxist as well with Volpo Veloce. She's come up an outsider at 26 and 450, but I think that's more about who she's up against. Arcadia Queen unbeaten in Western Australia in 5 starts, and the Sydney debut was okay. James McDonald reporting that the horse is in terrific order. Baller's been very good, and Trope at 480. How are you assessing this one?
Yeah, it's a tricky race from a punting perspective, because Arcadia Queen clearly a class horse in the race. We saw what she did there in Western Australia. She decimated her rivals, went through from maiden grade to dominating a Group 1 at weight for age. So she's no doubt one of the most exciting horses in the land at the moment. It's just where she fits into this race here. She's 1,300 metres, obviously first up, which to me suggests that Chris Waller's got her relatively forward. This might be her only run before she tackles the Tab Everest in October. But yeah, $1.90 inside draw. I can't be too confident in terms of steaming at the price. I'm having a look at her trial now, and I like the way she revs up through the line there, just did enough to suggest that she's in very good order. Trope, fascinating runner. I think he is going to be a Group 1 winner in time. Whether it all comes a bit too soon in this campaign, we saw him first up, missing the tightest photos you'll ever see in the show county. He'll be charging home from the back, and Redouble, I think, is one you can throw into the exotics if you're playing trifectas and first fours at good odds. But I am with Arcadia Queen, but there's a little asterisk there, because I think $1.90, $1.80 or whatever she is at the moment is certainly skinny enough.
Okay, she was also entered in the Jericho Stakes, as was Volpo Veloce. They actually accepted for Arcadia Queen, but have scratched to go into that race. That Jericho Stakes still looks like a really good race. Have you had a time to cast an eye over that one? Yeah,
definitely. It's a mare I've been following for a little while now. Dyslexic, I certainly can't be questioned in terms of my loyalty of this girl, but I think this is the now or never race for her today. She gets a dry deck, which we know she needs and loves. She gets a barrier to settle a lot closer. And with that profile, I don't think she'll have too much trouble turning the tables on Mizzy. We're watching the toy show here first up. Mizzy was pretty dominant in the end, wins by space, but she got everything for Sir. She just tucked in behind the speed, took the gaps and sprinted really nicely. Taking nothing away from her. But the way this sets up this race, I think Dyslexic can bounce back. She's got a 3.5 kilo swing. She certainly won't be giving away 6 lengths, as we saw this day. You can see it charging down the outside there. She's run 11.02 her last 200 metres. So she's really capable of savaging the line and has this lovely, short, sharp burst of acceleration. I think that'll certainly be evident today if she's just in a stalking role behind the leaders. For Seeker, fascinating runner. I can't get her as short as she is in the market at the moment because you just really don't know how good she is. She's making that leap from 3 to 4, 3 trials, should be nice and fit, but I certainly think she's short enough in the market. So the way I want to play it is just dyslexic each way with a bit of confidence.
How are you rating Champagne Kettles in that race?
Yeah, there's no knocking her as the favourite. I think the bookies had to put her up as favourite just on the strength of her TJ Smith run. She probably should have run second that day to Sandra Annalane, and then her run in the All-Age Stakes was equally as impressive. So on that, certainly a deserved favourite, but she's just one of those mares that you come across from time to time that always seems to find one or two better on the day. That always makes you a little bit suspect in terms of taking it as the favourite. One of those horses that no matter the grade of race they run in, they seem to race that same honest level. So yeah, a little query for me at the odds, but certainly impossible to knock in terms of her price, if that makes sense.
Okay, talk us through the best bets for the day, Brad.
Yeah, best for me, we'll have to wait until the last. It's been crunched this morning, God of Thunder. He's a horse that I think will eventually progress onto group races, so you get a nice little luxury here of backing a horse with 53.5, still in benchmark grade. Few scratching this race, probably make the task a little bit easier, but we saw him really dominant there last start at Rose Hill. I think he can carry on his winning ways. He's come back at Gelding and done it really nicely this time. He should have won first up too, with a little bit unlucky. Of the rest across the day, race 2, Love Is Silly, in the 2000 or in the one of the middle distance races on the day for the Australian Bloodstock team. I think it'll just tuck in behind the speed this time. We got a long way back there last start and hit the line really nicely. I think we can play the odds it. Exceedance goes in the mix, and Dyslexic for the reasons we mentioned. A horse I've been following a while. I think today's the day we can cash in.
Okay, love your loyalty. Thanks for joining us again, Brad. Brad Gray joining us from Sydney, taking us through the card there from Rose Hill.